Watch out!
Just, why does it feel like no matter what we do in Alpine, we wind up hurting Dark Elves?
We are down here to help the creature you hurt.
I know that, but I'm usually the one who drags us around trying to rescue animals. Why do you care so much? Is there something you're not telling me?
No.
Okay.
Nightmare on the left!
Yappa! Found it. What is it?
Great, Gefyun's ghost! That's the largest bloody half-goof I've ever laid eyes on.
It's not just in pain. It's trying to sing.
It's the Song of the Sands. They don't normally sing like this underground.
Is that what's causing the storm?
Aye. Judging by all this hive matter weighing it down, it's been trapped here for dozens of winters.
Don't worry, Lunch. We'll get you out.
What is that name?
Well, the last squid thingy we saw was Diener, so...
Oh boy. Well, I appreciate the attempt at humor. That, little brother, is truly awful wordplay. Embarrassing, really.
Oh, well, can't all be winners. Get off him! Yeah, there we go. Looks like it can move now, but it still can't get out.
Much of the hive matter is gone. We can free it from the surface now.
Why did they trap it down here?
Half-giffers are known to burrow, so I'd hesitate to place full blame on our dark elf friends.
But it's trapped in their hive stuff.
Hive matter doesn't belong to the dark elves, any more than the light belongs to the light elves. It's just another of Alfheim's natural resources, one the elves have used since the time of their ancestors. And while the light elves seem keen to banish the hive over on their side, the dark elves make effective use of it out here in the Barrens.
So, by clearing out all of this hive, are we hurting Dark Elves?
You wish to leave the creature enslaved?
No.
Then let us free it.
This is the spot! We can cut the half Goofa loose here!
Of course it flies. It's a half-goofer.
Sounds much happier now. And hey, the storm's gone.
Aye, perhaps we'll finally earn some goodwill from our dark elf friends after all.
Look, Father, thanks for bringing us out here, but you don't have to do this kind of stuff just to keep my mind off Ragnarök, you know?
This was not a distraction.
No? Then why are we really out here?
Have you ever considered... He just wants to spend time with you, lad. Well, he still can.
Really?
We do not know what lies ahead. But if Ragnarok approaches, I wish to enjoy the time we have left.
I don't know what to say. Thank you for bringing us out here. I'm glad we did this.
As am I.
Brother, that groom's found a perch on high!
Behind you! Incoming!
Perch on the left! Punching your back!
Behind you, father!
Jump up! That's showing him!
Look here.
Brother, I had a thought. What if we took a stealthy approach to our next battle?
No.
So, which is your favorite of Gavasir's poems, brother?
Why would I choose a favorite?
fair few birds you've hunted. I wonder if it might be worth visiting the Raven Tree.
There's something I'm not sure I quite understand. In the Ragnarok prophecy Odin knows, all the realms get destroyed, including Asgard. In the version Groa kept secret, Asgard still falls. Wouldn't Odin have tried to prevent it either way? What difference did her wrath really make?
I think of it this way. When it comes to subverting prophecy, knowledge is power. Without the full picture and context, the finer details can lead you to tragically incorrect interpretations. Back in my homeland, I was privy to the operations of a certain coven of heath witches who were keen on destabilizing the government.
Enough. We will continue later.
Mir, what's the deal with Odin's ravens? They can just transport him anywhere?
Except for the realm between realms, thankfully.
Why?
Harder to find, thanks to dwarven enchantments and Yggdrasil's very own nature.
Lucky us.
As I recall, I was about to relate the story of the Heath Witches, who overthrew a government using only deceptive prophecies.
Hold. We will finish later. Atreus, you are getting better. Faster.
I'd even be better than you one day, huh?
If you are not, I have failed.
As I recall, I was about to relate the story of the Heath Witches, who overthrew a government using only deceptive prophecies.
Hold. Prepare for a fight.
Behind you! Look out!
Horn. These rooms.
What's that?
A diagram for a sword hilt.
We should show it to one of the dwarves. They'll know what to do with it. Brother, you ever think of cooking meat with those blades of yours?
No. They will foul the meat.
Oh, because of the magic on them?
The blood.
Ah, yes. Carry on then.
Looks like a lot of the sand is cleared up. But there's another storm out that way. I think that means...
Another half goofa.
The chisel will not open this.
Did the lighthouse put this lock here? Why would they care what happens in the Barrens?
A fair question. But until we find the right key, that poor half goofa will have to continue its solo act. As I recall, I was about to relate the story of the Heath Witches, who overthrew a government using only deceptive prophecies.
Oh, I gotta remember to ask Tyr about his travels to the lands beyond the seas.
You wish to travel the world.
I don't know. Maybe. See new places. Find out more about... myself.
As I recall, I was about to relate the story of the Heath Witches, who overthrew a government using only deceptive prophecies. They picked an influential Thane, an otherwise loyal man, and fed him a story of his own ascension to king.
Let this wait. Stay alert.
returning to my anecdote about the Heath Witches. They fed the Thane a prophecy of his ascension to king. They dressed it up in enough details they knew would come to pass, so when they did, the Thane took it as confirmation. Next thing you know, he's helping matters along. He murders his king, sleeping under his own roof. Murders many he once called friends, too, thinking them fated to oppose him. Then, for a finishing touch, the witches revisit this usurper. With just a few details structured ever so misleadingly, they convinced the fool he was invulnerable to all threat.
Physical or magical?
Aye, but 'twas not so for him. All turned into a rather magnificent bloodbath as they go. The Thane ends up without his head and a name so cursed, none dare speak it. All thanks to a subtly deceptive prophecy.
You've really got to write these stories down one day, Mimir.
Well, I try. Jaw tends to get sore, but thank you, lad. Another Draugr old brother. You're on fire, Kratos! It will pass!
That Draugr.
Aye. We fought it at the other Draugr hole, didn't we? Odd.
What is it, Mimir?
That's nothing, brother. Just... You ever have those moments where you wish you could... go back? Rewrite your own past, make different decisions?
Journeying through time is more trouble than it is worth.
Ah, fair point. You're speaking metaphorically, right?
No.
Of course you're not. Sort of a harp. I can play beautifully, you know.
I do not. I would prefer it remain that way.
Mimir, a little while ago you mentioned Odin's ravens. What's to stop him from using them to pop into existence and kidnap anybody he wants?
Consent. The only way to travel by Odin's ravens is by your own choice.
Oh, it's not so bad then. We build a lyre together?
The instrument. Why?
We hunt, we train. Those are the only two things you do to distract yourself.
They are not distractions.
Oh, of course not.
I just thought it'd be nice to learn some music. You could teach me, and... No, it's stupid. Never mind.